What is going on, viewers? They call me TheWildKratos, and in today's video I'm going to be discussing the DLC 2 Zombies theme image that was recently leaked out on a promotional website for the season pass for Call of Duty Black Ops 3. My image comes from charlieintel.com. They have a whole article discussing the situation. Please go check out their website. But in this video I'm going to be discussing what I see in the image, how it could link to Easter eggs, weapon upgrades, etc, etc. So I'll have the image on screen in a second, and I'll be giving you my thoughts of what I see in this image, including some other things. So here we go. So at first glance you can obviously tell that it's spooky and foggy and kind of swampy looking. So this map right now, it has the scary look to it. It has the jungle swamp feel that we kind of wanted. I mean, it does look like it does take place on an island, but it looks like a marshy part of the island, based on the way the trees are looking. And again, it looks like there is a huge storm in the background, and it gives an even creepier vibe to the map. I think this map's going to be a dark map, and I believe that this map is going to have a lot hidden in it. Now I'm going to get into the things that I wanted to point out and discuss on this image, so I'll be getting to that in just a second. Now the first thing I wanted to talk about in this image was the plane that's flying around in the sky and how it has a failing engine. Now this is kind of similar to Origins and how they had the planes flying around in the sky and how some of them were kind of falling, some of them were firing at each other, some of them were smoking, some of them weren't. But again, I think this is going to be similar to the fire plane that you have to shoot down in Origins, so perhaps it's going to be the way you get a new weapon piece for the weapon upgrade for perhaps a katana, because I heard a lot about upgrading katanas in this map, so perhaps this is a way of getting a piece for this katana. Now the next thing I want to talk about is this chalk drawing on this wall here. I've never seen a chalk drawing like this before, so I can only assume it's a new trap or it's a new getaway route, so similar to like a zip line or a new kind of jump pad of some sort. I have no idea, but I've never seen a chalk drawing like this before, so we'll have to wait and see till this Easter egg comes out or a new trailer that shows something to this. Now another thing I wanted to point out, and nothing too big, but I kind of wanted to talk about it because it might link something towards this, is this plane in the back. This plane has been sitting here for a while, and you can tell because of the moss on the plane. Now this obviously you can tell that this place must have been abandoned or something, and from what I can see it does look abandoned, so I want to say that this is kind of old, but not in the sense of being too old, but I'm saying it's old as in it's been abandoned and only been like a couple years, say, but not too long. So it's kind of relevant with the story. I'm not going to get too into that right now, but again, back onto the image. Now I want to discuss the crows and the lightning. Now you're probably wondering why the crows and the lightning. Well, you don't really see animals or birds flying around during a huge storm, and I kind of noticed this, and I thought this was very unnatural, and you only see this in a horror film or a scary situation, and I kind of think this is going to link kind of towards a Easter egg of some sort, or an Easter egg step, or perhaps it's a new way of indicating there's an enemy nearby. I don't know. When I saw this, it was very odd to me, because I know birds don't stick around in storms, so obviously these are kind of devilish in some way, and it's trying to kind of point out something, perhaps. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see once the map drops. But next thing I want to point out is it's the obvious, and it's the glowing thing that probably caught your eye when you first looked at this image. Now to me it looks like an apothecarian egg of some sort, but kind of in the sense of like a spider egg. The other thing, I have a whole bunch of arrows pointing at spider webs, and we do know that there's going to be spiders replacing dogs, so perhaps this is a spider egg of some sort. But to push the thoughts even further, perhaps these spiders are apothecant spiders, and these are their eggs. Now, if you look at them closely, they look very similar to the way the box looks in Shadows of Evil, and how the parasites are kind of growing in there. So perhaps it's very similar in a sense, but it's a different beast or monstrosity from the apothecant lore or whatever, what you will. But I thought this was very interesting, and it could very well link to the spiders in the game, or maybe it's something totally different. I have no idea. Put what you guys think down in the comments section below. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is just the map in general. Well, that and this radio beacon. Now, we've seen something like this before, and we've seen this on Shinonuma. Now, this gets back to what I said just a second ago. This map kind of reminds me of Shinonuma, and it does look like a swamp map, and it kind of like a swamp jungle mix, if you kind of catch my drift. So, and this radio beacon again does bring back the feel of Shinonuma. So I wonder if this is kind of linked to Shinonuma. I mean, we do know it's linked in some way, but I wonder if there's more links to this site to Shinonuma in a way, especially pointing out this beacon. I know someone pointed it out. If someone can tell me who pointed this out, please, by all means, put them down in the comment section below, and they have the credit too. But I know I've seen this before, and the map does kind of look and feel like Shinonuma. Like, just the look of it does feel like Shinonuma, but I wonder if there's a different feel to it. Like, maybe it's more natural instead of man-made, or perhaps it's more dark and mysterious. I have no idea. We'll have to put what you guys think down below. I am TheWildKratos. Thank you guys for watching this video. By the way, I did saturate all the colors so you can see the images better, and I will see you guys in a future video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.